The New Orleans Saints have drafted a quarterback in each of the last 2 years. In 2023, the Saints used a fourth-round choice on quarterback Jake Haener out of Fresno State. Last season, New Orleans drafted South Carolina quarterback Spencer Rattler in the 5th round. New Orleans also has an affinity for Ohio State players, drafting 5 in the last 9 years and 10 Buckeyes since Mickey Loomis became general manager in 2002. In a 7-round mock draft for the Pro Football Network, PFN, writer Ben Rolfe has the Saints checking off both the quarterback category and the Ohio State connection. Rolfe predicts that New Orleans will select Ohio State quarterback Will Howard with a 4th-round choice, the 131st overall selection. Howard began his collegiate career at Kansas State. He was a backup as a true freshman in 2020 but started the last 6 games of the year because of injury. Howard would also start 3 games in 2021 and play in 3 others, then split time as a starter in 2022. He was instrumental in pulling off an upset off eventual national runner-up TCU in the Big 12 championship game. Going into the 2023 campaign, Howard was finally the unquestioned starter for the Wildcats. He responded with a 61.3% completion percentage with 2,643 passing yards, 24 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, and an additional 9 rushing scores. In his 4 years at Kansas State, Howard completed 58.8% of his throws for 5,786 yards with 48 touchdowns, 25 interceptions, and 19 scores on the ground. After the 2023-24 season, Howard entered the transfer portal and would complete his college career with the Ohio State Buckeyes. Ohio State had a 14-2 record and would go on to win the College Football Playoff National Championship this year. Will Howard was instrumental in the championship run. His 73% completion percentage, 4,010 passing yards, and 35 touchdown passes all led the Big Ten Conference. At 6 feet 4 inches and 236 pounds, Howard possesses both good size and highly underrated athleticism for the position. Pro Football Network's draft projection of Howard is probably accurate, however. Even with his outstanding year for Ohio State, he'll probably be a late day 2 or early day 3 pick at best. Howard has adequate arm strength, but may struggle on throws outside the numbers or squeezing it in tight windows against NFL coverages. He'll also need to quicken his elongated release and refine his footwork to compensate for that lack of top-level arm strength. Even with a good bit of starting experience, Howard tends to only read half the field. As a rookie in the NFL, that's even more likely to be the case, allowing defensive backs to jump his passes easier.